I'm almost 100% certain that on the low end, when you watch this video, you're gonna assume that I'm in a cold room. Why? Because of your perception. You look at me and you see I have on this thick, warm looking hoodie, so you're gonna assume your perception is that I'm in a cold room. But remember, I'm a teacher, not a speaker. We're all the same flavor. What do I mean when I say we are all the same flavor? Did you know that all Fruit Loops taste the same? Let me say that again for the people in the back. Did you know that all Fruit Loops have the same flavor? As a kid, you may have thought, I don't like lemon flavor, so you picked out all of the yellow Fruit Loops. But I'm here to tell you all that all Fruit Loops have the same flavor. Based off of our experience and the knowledge that we have, we connect the yellow one to a lemon. We connect the orange to the actual fruit, the orange. The purple, we connect to the grape. It's all in our mind. It's all about perception. Oftentimes, our perception is our reality, but I want to remind you all that we are all the same. Fruit Loops have the same flavor, every single different color. You could test them out if you don't believe me, but they all have the same flavor. We as humans are 99.9% genetically identical. If we were to break it down and look at our chromosomes, and each human having 46 chromosomes, now the difference is there can be genetic diseases or a mutation. However, we're 99.9% identical if we were to look at our genes, look at our chromosomes. Our perception is not always our reality. Remember, all Fruit Loops have the same flavor. There's no difference in the taste. They just have a different color. And based off of that color, based off of our past experiences and the knowledge that we have, we assume that it has a certain flavor. And in our mind, we almost differentiate the difference in taste, but they're all the same. I was so interested in this, I had to do a little bit of research, and I looked up something known as perceptual errors. There's multiple perceptual errors. One of them is known as the halo effect. Now, when it comes to the halo effect, that's when we identify something positive about an individual, and then we concentrate just on that one positive thing, and we misjudge that individual. If you were an educator, you may have that one student that looks so cute. So in your mind, that cute student can't do anything wrong, and they may get away with murder. That's the halo effect. Once again, we're misjudging a person based off of one good thing that we identified. And the complete opposite to the halo effect is the horn effect. That's when we identify one negative quality about a person and we connect that entire person with just being bad. Wholeheartedly, that's just a bad person just due to that one negative characteristic that we identify. We throw away the whole baby with that bath water. Also have psychological projection. That's when we place our values, our character, our behavior on others. That's something that I'm guilty of. So what happens is we have expectations out of that other person. We hold them to a certain standard, not realizing that, hey, they are different. Now, 99.9% genetically, we're identical, but when it comes to our character and our behavior, we're different. So it's unfair for us to project our character on others because it's simply unrealistic expectations. You may have a way that you like to do something and you just assume everybody's gonna do it that way. And guess what? They're not bad people. They're just different. And then we also have stereotypes. That's when we prejudge an entire group. We basically categorize an entire group of people and connect them with a certain amount of traits or characteristics. So we see a group a certain way and we just assume that everyone in that group fits into that category and has that skill sets or deficiency. If I'm being 100% honest, I grew up in South Florida and I lived in West Palm Beach, and we went to this school in Palm Beach Gardens. So this is a nice affluent area. There was not a lot of diversity, and I'll leave it at that. And I remember in PE class, we were playing a game of basketball, and I'll be honest, I'm not a hooper. You know what I mean? I'm not into sports like that. One thing that's funny, it was almost a dog fight. for me to be selected to be on the basketball team due to stereotypes. And guess what? I had a decent shot, but for the most part, I was terrible. Best believe the next day when teams were being picked, I was not the number one recruit. I might have just been on that squad on the side. So after the hoopers pass by, I'll take my little shots with one or two guys. And when they come back down the court, we get the ball and we get out of the way. We're talking about stereotypes. I was talking to a student, because I'm going to continue to say I'm a teacher, not a speaker. And I was working with a student, and I drew what could appear to be a W on a piece of paper, and I put it between us because we were facing each other. I asked him, what did he see? He said he saw an M. I said, I saw a W. Then I turned it sideways, and he told me that he saw the number 3, and I said, I saw the letter E, and I spun it around another time, and it was flipped, and he saw this, and I saw that, and I told him I did not change the letter or number, whatever we want to refer to it as. It was just the position, the way we looked at it. It's the perception. We all have different vantage points in life. Our perception is not always our reality. But one thing I do want to say, all Fruit Loops are the same flavor. Now remember, I'm a teacher, not a speaker, and I want you to have an amazing day.